Hey, you guys, this is Rashawn Ellis for News, Views, and Conversations. Just want to pop back in and give a quick update to the Mendeecees, Tamar Braxton situation, Yandy situation. If we spent like a lot of time like really digging into people's business, we would really be floored by what we find out. Okay, so the last show that I did was on Funky didn't even pretty much outing Tamar Braxton, Mendeecees, the whole situation with, teeth getting knocked out. She don't know this lady, the whole deal of all of that. Well, now Mendeecees, he's pretty much like, putting it all out there, basically saying that him and Yandy have been together for 20 years, but even though they've been together that long, they have never been married. So I had to go back and like, refresh my memory because I used to love to watch Love and Hip Hop back in the day. The whole deal with the wedding, he was in legal troubles, he had to go do time or whatever. So I had to refresh my memory, like, yeah, that's right. She did not want to sign the legal paperwork, the contract of, being married because of all the stuff that he had going on court wise, his whole legal deal or whatever. So yeah, they have not been married in all that time. But like I said, look at how long that's been. Nobody's like really paying attention to them like that. I mean, Love and Hip Hop is still going on. They have different franchises, but it's like not really like popping like that or whatever. But the thing that I thought that was so interesting was okay, they've been together 20 years, have two children. And from what he was saying, it was like part of, I guess, like their storyline. And it was Yandy's idea because of his legal, issues and stuff like that, which is why they did it the way they did it. But what I think is so interesting is here you have Funky Deneva here. He doesn't know the entire situation. He's supposed to be a friend to Tamar. So pretty much it's almost like he's being used as a prop. So whenever she meets up with Mendeecees, it's like, okay, well, if people see us out, they're not going to look at it as a couple. So there's nothing to explain. There's no questions. This is how I'm reading it. This is how I'm viewing it. No one's going to say anything because, okay, you got Funky Deneva here, whoever his other friend was, and you have her and you have Mendeecees. So nobody's going to really question it. So how I see it, it's almost like you pretty much use Funky Deneva and whoever else that showed up that night as a prop to keep from having the spotlight on you and Mendeecees as far as you guys having a relationship. So, okay, that makes it even more understandable as far as, okay, that's why she kept diverting the questions that was coming to her, like, what happened to you, whatever, all the questions that was coming to her. Now it makes sense why she would never give a straight answer, of course, because it was not her business to tell. So, on that front, I am glad that he did step up as a man and just say, hey, this is what it is. We're not married. This is why, whatever's going on, whatever between me and her. And they're pretty much him and Yandy both are saying, yeah, we're not together. So this is one of the reasons why I have not come back and reported on the Candy and Todd situation. Because I keep hearing different things like, they're going through their court situation, and then I keep hearing that they're showing up together. So it's kind of like I really don't know what to believe because is this your storyline or do you really have a real relationship? Do you really have a real marriage? That's why it's good as a content creator to try to really like get the information before we like just jump on the stories and jump on certain different, topics that come up because the celebrities will have you looking like boo boo the fool out here trying to bring back the information, and it's a whole lie. So I think she also said, Tamar said, people owe her an apology. No, nobody owes you an apology. That's your business between you and Mendeecees. Since I am a Funky Deneva fan, I still don't appreciate how you had him up in your mess and him not knowing what's going on between you and him, and then your teeth get knocked out, and he's to blame for not saving your life. So no, nobody owes you an explanation. Nobody owes you no apologies for what was said because you got a whole mess going on over here. So he's staging to be a married man, but he's not. But then something happens to you, your friend get blamed for not saving your life. You see how that looks? It looks real toxic. It looks real messy. It looks real, going down the rabbit hole like, girl, you got a whole bunch of confusion going on. Whole bunch of mess. But I want to play the interview from Young Jock and the Streetz with Mendeecees giving his spiel as far as what's really the deal between him and Yandy. So yeah, so I had to go back and like refresh my own memory. Like, yeah, that is right. They didn't sign the paperwork. So at least we got that much. And again, no apologies here. I'm still funky, still team Funky Deneva. He was right to air her out, and good thing that he did because Now that made Mendeecees fess up and just put it all on out there. And that's even better because he had nothing to do with this. Funky didn't even had nothing to do with her situation, whatever they got going on, whatever her and Mendeecees already understood, which is why she didn't speak on it. So I'm glad it's out. Just want to give my spiel on it. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Shauna's Radio TV, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, welcome back. What's good, y'all? All Urban Central. Listen, the Love and Hip Hop meta universe just collapsed because one of the longest running couples in reality TV history, Yandy Smith and Mendeecees, just pulled the Uno reverse card of the century. They're saying they're divorced, but plot twist, they were never legally married in the first place. Yeah, wrap your head around that one.
The status of you and Yandy right now?
Are we not together?
Y'all not together. So y'all getting a divorce?
Well, we never was like legally married, so I don't know what a divorce is like.
So the rumors are true that y'all was never, y'all just did it for TV.
Listen.
Yeah, wrap your head around that one. Bruh, that's basically saying, yeah, like that is the rumor. Now, this all comes from a viral clip gone crazy online right now. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, where they recap where Mendeecees himself is speaking. And Mendeecees is basically saying him and Yandy are not together, and they were never legally married. And according to him, Yandy was the one who said, let's not sign the papers.
About you in the streets, because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one's business but our household. Right? So if you see me acting inappropriate, it's appropriate for me. It's maybe not for you, because I'm sorry you wasn't in the group chat when we decided that you know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry you wasn't in our bedroom when we had this conversation, and you know and that's the problem, because a lot of times these rumors, you know, we so private that we sit back and we laugh at it, and it doesn't affect us like the way it affects the public. People be like, oh, y'all should be more transparent and let us know. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to let our children know.
Right, exactly.
What's the status of you and Yandy right now?
Are we not together?
Y'all not together. So y'all getting a divorce?
Well, we never was like legally married, so I don't know what a divorce is like.
So the rumors are true that y'all was never, y'all just did it for TV.
Listen, nah, I didn't do it for TV. I think, listen, it was Yandy's idea, right? Because in the beginning we had I was going through legal battles with courts and fines, and you know, she said, let's not sign the papers, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I guess, you know, it kind of just stayed that way. Then we got married again, and then we still ain't.
Yeah, because I was at.
Bro, what? Because I know I'm not bugging. We all watched the wedding on Love and Hip Hop. The vows, the tears, the white dress, the glitz, the speeches. So now the internet is like, wait, what did we actually... Alright, before you guys call it scam likely, let me explain something real quick, because some of y'all don't know how this works. A ceremony does not equal a legal marriage. And if that marriage license is not signed and filed legally, it never happened. And allegedly, according to Mendeecees, that was intentional. Now, if that's true, let's keep it real from a business standpoint, from a legal standpoint, from a protect my assets and my kids standpoint. That's actually a smart move, but here's the problem. The problem is how it was sold to the audience. For years, Yandy and Mendeecees were pushed as marriage goals and ride or die loyalty and I held you down through prison type love. And this wasn't framed as, oh yeah, we're together but legally separate. Nah, this was framed as a full-blown marriage. So now fans are looking back like, so this was a TV marriage, and was this for Love and Hip Hop check? And was this relationship already shaky behind the scenes? And once the internet smells inconsistency, it is over. Not to mention watching all of the inconsistencies play out in front of us for Love and Hip Hop.
Right. Have you met Mendeecees? No. I don't look familiar to you. No. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Whoa. She worked at the same bar as me, and you have been to both of our bars before. I came in for liquor, not girls.
And then, obviously, when we were the first to report, when Yandy's friend decided to reveal that Yandy's going to London to see her guy.
That you was we went to London so you could your side.
And this is the real convo nobody's having. Yandy might have been protecting her empire, protecting her kids, and playing chess while the world thought it was checkers. But when you build a public image off of marriage, loyalty, and sacrifice, you can't be surprised when people feel misled. And at the same time, Mendeecees is finally speaking from his perspective, and that's his right. So now the question is, was this a smart legal decision or a reality TV illusion? Now, I need y'all in the comments right now. Do y'all think Yandy was smart for never making it legal, or do you feel like Love and Hip Hop so fans of fantasy? Like, subscribe, and tap into All Urban Central for real hip hop culture coverage.